Hello everyone, I am Laura. This is Jewelry Etc. And in this video we're going to be doing a little buy it now sale of some sterling silver items. Some of these are some I've had and some are things that you have never seen before if you follow the channel. So we're going to go through each item one at a time. I'll give you the price. If you'd like to claim it, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I would advise, if you see something you like, to leave a comment and do not edit it if you see something else you'd like later. So just keep adding new comments if you want to claim something. I mean, if you want to wait till the end, that's up to you, but you are at risk for missing out on an item if someone tries to claim it before you. So just keep that in mind. You must be registered to bid on any items. So if you do want to claim something, please make sure that you send me your information. That is going to be your YouTube name as well as your PayPal email, wherever you want your invoice sent, and also your state, what state you're located in, so I can estimate shipping. Most shipping is going to start at $4 and be an additional 25 cents per additional item. That's typically how I do things. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. My email is jewelryetcchannel@gmail.com. I'll put that in the description box below and also throw it up on the screen for you. So yeah, please feel free to message me if you see something, you have a question, you want to know if I could size something, anything like that, let me know. With all that said, well, let's get started. Okay, sincere apologies for my nails, especially that guy who's chipping like crazy, but I'm in a state of transition and I'm so indecisive. I couldn't figure out which color I was going to do, so we got a lot of things going on. But anywho, I'll try not to be too distracting with that. Let me move this camera over here. All right, this is going to be item A, and let's do this one at $15. Now, this is sterling. Everything in this auction will be sterling. It's about a 9, slightly more than a 9. This is the only one I think that is a lab created stone. I do believe that this is sapphire, white sapphire, lab created white sapphire. I could be wrong, but I've looked at a lot of gemstones. It's definitely not CZ. And it's definitely not glass. I feel pretty confident about that. Oh, and this is also a good time for me to mention that I do guarantee all of my silver. So if you get something and find that it's not silver, I can do a refund for you. That's fine. I'll just need the original item back and I'm happy to refund but I do test everything, so you should not be surprised. But anywho, all right, so $15. This is A, size 9. There we go, that's the first one. All right, this is item B. Tag says it's 10 by 14 millimeters. This is a rose quartz and a very nice one, has good clarity on it. Says it's a 7. Yeah, see, sometimes these tags are not entirely accurate. It's a little closer to a 7.5 on this. It has very lovely metalwork. Again, sterling silver, has a little beadwork on the side and these kind of pressed little silver discs here too. It is open on the back, on the inside, so if that's important to you, that one is. It has this nice little rope detail going around the edge, bezel set. Very pretty. That is item B. Okay, item C. This is a sterling silver quasi bangle bracelet. Bangle bracelet. Wow, I can talk. It's actually hinged, so it's a hinged bangle. It is hollow as well, so it is somewhat lightweight. I have no clue where my scale is, so I'm sorry I cannot get the weight on it for you. But it does feel light. This one is going to be $32, and it is high polished on the back side, and then the front side, the swirl is high polished, and then it has kind of like an antiquing going on behind the swirls to kind of help them stand out a little bit. Your stamp is actually kind of big and obnoxious right there. Big old 925. on the back side there where my thumb is pointing. A little blurry in the... Okay, there we go. There's your 925 stamp. Again, it is hollow, hinged bangle. I guess they call it a clamper. This one is across the center, about 2 1/4 for your open part. 2 1/4. All right, item C. All right, here we go with a D. This is one I really like. This is a moonstone, a peach moonstone. It is very, very, very pretty. This one, let's see, 11 by 16 millimeter. Says it's a 6.5, but let's see. Nope, closer to a 7. Never trust a tag. It is about a 7. It is open in the back. Very pretty. It does have a rope detail. I will point out the one little flaw I do see is that there's it kind of like the pattern is interrupted a smidge right there. It looks like when the artisan put it together, they just kind of got a little off with the soldering there. So I do want to point that out, but not really noticeable. And the stone is fantastic. This one is going to be 25. Again, sterling silver. Number D, or yeah, just kidding. Letter D. Letter D. This is probably my favorite item. Well, no, I have a few, but this is definitely one of them. This is Rainbow Sunstone. Very pretty. It's like a confetti party in there with this shimmery red background. This is a natural stone. And it's so crazy comfortable. I do believe this one is about a 7. Yep. Sitting at about a 7. This one is going to be $35. And it does have, excuse me, this overlay of gold as well on top there, which I do believe is just gold over the sterling. It's not actually a gold band, but gold over sterling. And then what I love about this piece is this band. Despite it being somewhat thick and maybe looking like it might be a bit uncomfortable, it has a slight concave bend to it on the inside. So it is extremely comfortable on the finger. Like extremely comfortable. You can hardly tell you're wearing this thing. It's so smooth and wonderful. I love it. I love it. And this one is going to be item, where are we at? E. Item E. Item F is not for the faint of heart. This is a giant piece. This one is $60, and there's a lot going on here. This is somewhat of a heavy piece. However, it is adjustable on the back. Again, this is sterling. It's adjustable so you can snug it up on your finger so it's not going to roll on you. And even if it wanted to, there's too much there. It's not going to roll because it's going to just hit another finger. Because the gemstones are enormous. It's beautiful. Just to point out really quick, right in the center, we do have a natural surface fracture there. It's not a damage or anything like that. It's just natural with the stone, but I did want to point it out. That is a garnet, a rhodolite garnet in the center. We have a rose quartz down here, amethyst, pearl, and one of my favorite gemstones, prasiolite on the side. So pretty. These three are actually in your quartz family, and they are just so cool together. It's a statement ring for sure. So again, this one is $60 for this big old chonker. It's currently sitting at a size 7, but sizable. Very beautiful. Again, this is F. Alright, for G, we have this fun little ring. I had 3 of these, 2 have sold. The eyes are a little bit different. This one's got Ethiopian opal eyes. And again, that's sterling silver, and this one is about a 6 1/4 on the size. Mr. Owl here with the opal. He is going to be, we'll do 23 on him. I've had him for a minute. $23 on this guy with the opal eyes. Very, very cute. This is another one of my favorites. I can't believe it's sold. Maybe I'm just the only person that likes this stone, because I feel like every time I get dendritic opal, it's a hard sell. But here it is. I think it's so gorgeous. This one is about a size 9, and the stone is huge. This one is going to be 38. Let me get your measurement on that stone. It also kind of has this little texture here around the band, which to me gives it like a Southwest style flair a little bit. The stone itself is a little bit over an inch. A little bit over an inch top to bottom. He's sizable, and then a little more to, you know, for that metal. Open on the bottom. Look at the little dendrites in there. I love this stone. I love this stone. This may be another resale fail if no one buys it, because I can kind of squeeze them on this one. It's a little wiggly. So I don't know. Double or split shank too on this one, which I love with the giant stones. It just gives it more of a finished look, in my opinion. But anywho, there we go. And that one is, oh gosh, where are we at? H. All right, we've got another bold statement ring here. This one we will do for, let's say, 57 on this one. Again, a lot of silver going on back here, and it's adjustable to help you snug this thing up so it won't roll on you. This is the quartz ring. We've got crystal quartz, citrine, amethyst, and praisiolite all in the same ring. All bezel set in that sterling. Very, very pretty, high polished. And I did not mention this earlier, but by the by, all of these are brand new, unworn. So, no, they're in very good condition. They're very good. All right, so that is the other bold statement ring. Again, this one is going to be I believe I. All right, here we are, letter J. This is seraphinite. It's a beautiful green stone. It's a bit hard to capture, but it does have a little bit of shimmer to it, almost a little bit of chatoyancy in the stone. Not like super crazy like with the tiger's eye, but hopefully you can see it a little bit there. This one is very unique. First of all, it's a round stone, which is not the most common cut. But then you've got the triple shank. That is pretty unusual. They don't do that too often. Usually it's single or double. So this one's got a triple shank. It is, let's see, about a size 7.5, give or take. And let's do this one for, we'll say 27. 27 on this one. Oh, and also, let me just give you a little measurement on that guy. He's about a little over half an inch. Head to toe. Here is K, another one that I really, really like, and it's mostly because of the metal work. This is lapis, blue lapis. You can see the little flecks of pyrite in there. The stone is just super deep, super saturated, super lovely. This beadwork, though, is what gets me. I love that beadwork, and I love the contrast of that with the smooth side. Plus, the shape is just unique, and it's just a really, really, really awesome ring. This one is going to be 28. It is a size, it's 8 and some change. 8 and some change. Again, that is lapis. I think this is K. I'll correct it on the screen if I'm wrong, but we're going with K. All right, we are on L. This guy will be a mere $20. He is a beautiful assortment of heart-shaped gemstones. This one is a size 9. And we've got amethyst at the top, garnet, topaz, and citrine. Sterling silver. This is very nicely done. This, however, I will state, is the only ring that I don't know the history of. Everything else is new. This one I don't know how much it's been worn in the past, but looks to be in pretty good shape. The gemstones are gorgeous. I don't see any flaws with those at all. Kind of reminds me of like a Lucky Clover kind of thing going on. So $20 for this guy. Oh, there's the inside, so you can see that as well. Another one that I am absolutely in love with. This is M, and we'll do this one. Let's go 25 on this. That stone is chalcedony, blue chalcedony. It's one of my favorites in jewelry. I have a really hard time letting that go. I already have chalcedony, another resale fail chalcedony ring in my collection. I really debated on keeping this one. If no one buys it, I just might. But that stone is just so beautiful, and I love rain, and it kind of reminds me a bit of like a raindrop, especially sitting on top of these little flowers and leaves. It's like a raindrop out in nature. I just love it. This one is, I think it's a 7. Might be slightly larger. Oh, I lied. It's an 8. 8, and it's just an asymmetrical, really artsy design with a split shank on this side. And it wraps around to this little detail here where it splits in 3, has the 2 leaves and the flower, and the little dewdrop. I think it's beautiful. Hopefully one of you guys do too. For N, we have this bezel set blue opal. This is just a common opal. A lot of people think of opal being the flashy rainbow stone. That is Australian opal, or in this case, Ethiopian opal. Little allies. But opal, there's common opal that doesn't display that play of light and can be found all over the world. And that is what this is. This is blue opal. This one is a size, about a size 7.5. However, I will tell you that I do have the ability to size rings up. And because this band actually has some texture to it, sizing it up would be really easy and really easy to hide as well, because sometimes it can leave marks on the ring, but since it's already textured, that'd be no problem at all. So if you do want this one and you do want me to size it up a little bit, I could probably go from a half to a full size perhaps, give or take. That's no problem at all. Just let me know when you do purchase it. It is open on the underside. Oh, and I didn't give a price. This one is going to be $28. We'll do $28 on this one for N, the blue opal. All right, and I saved one of my favorites for last. This is a big old bezel set aquamarine. We're going to do this one for $38. It is split shank, this rope detailing all around on the inside, and it's actually a full circle on the inside, if you will. It's finished on the back, which actually helps the light really bounce around inside of the stone. It's like putting a stone up to a mirror. It, double reflects everything. It can be nice. Some people prefer it to be open, but it definitely can give a cool effect to have it closed on the back. It stands up somewhat tall off the finger. It's a big stone, so just be aware of that. This one, it's about 1/4 inch standing up off the finger, and the stone itself is about 1/2 inch long. Actually, the exact measurements are 9 by 13 millimeters. So there we go, and that one is O, I believe, as in, oh my gosh, that's stunning. Again, about a 7.5, maybe a little bit more. And that's going to be the last one. So there's the full lineup in the background there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if there's anything in the background that you see that intrigues you, that's not jewelry, come back on Monday nights. I do have crystal sales, live crystal sales on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you see anything back there, you can come back for that. But going back to the jewelry, it's beautiful. I hope you guys, if you don't even want to purchase any of it, at least you can appreciate the gemstones and the beautiful craftsmanship on a lot of these pieces. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hit that thumbs up on the way out and subscribe if you haven't already. Hopefully, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.